This is Channel 2 Action News this morning. Coverage you can count on.
Good morning, I'm David Bowden, live in Buckhead on the scene of breaking news. We are live outside of the Noonan-Coweta Airport in Coweta County. We are live on Atlantic Beach in North Carolina. We are live in Southwest Cobb. David Bowden, Channel 2 Action News this morning. Good morning. As you can see behind me, still a number of fire trucks here at the scene. They are keeping an eye on hot spots. The wind also played a factor in this fire, helping it to spread very quickly. Firefighters say everyone did get out safely, but the fire itself is still under investigation. And that is the case at this moment. Firefighters still trying to determine exactly who may have been inside those other units. They do believe that one of the units of the four was vacant. So they say at least 3 families displaced this morning. The Red Cross has been out on the scene helping those who have been displaced to find alternative places to live. But again, they haven't quite accounted for everyone just yet. When they do, we will, of course, keep you updated. We are live in Southwest Cobb. David Bowden, Channel 2 Action News this morning.
Straight to Channel 2's David Bowden, who is near the scene on the ground. Good morning, David.
Good morning. We are actually outside the shipping entrance to BioLab, the chemical plant that is behind us that is on fire. We know that this is a warehouse fire. We do not know exactly what chemicals are stored inside that warehouse. We do know that this plant manufactures chemicals for pools, spas, home cleaning chemicals, that type of thing. But again, we do not know exactly what's burning at this point. A number of firefighters on the scene trying to battle this fire. I'm going to get out of the way so you can take a look. There is, just from overhead, we can see from our chopper that this smoke is just massive. It is a massive plume of smoke that has changed very little in its consistency over the last hour and a half. It has been that thick, that dark throughout the morning as firefighters have tried to battle this blaze. You can see for yourself simply how massive that plume of smoke is, and the winds are carrying it along. It is staying very uniform, very thick, and as it passes over these homes in the area, firefighters and police want everybody out of the way. Collier County's bomb squad and SWAT team hit the firing range early this morning, testing firepower. And new robotic technologies. The officers were not testing how accurate they could shoot. Instead, finding out what happened to bullets when they hit a new material called Cryon. When they opened the bulletproof vest,
here's all the bullets, really.
More than 120 shots at close range, and the vest absorbed them all, with no penetration. Even a 12-gauge shotgun blast at close range, not able to penetrate. So, Special Ops Commander Bob Lewis took the testing a step further, using a pipe bomb filled with C4 plastic explosives.
Detonation velocity of this is 5 miles per second, 26,400 feet per second. And that's a lot hotter than any bullet round that is currently out on the market.
3, 2, 1.
Again, no penetration. Cryron's inventor says the product has been in development for 10 years for law enforcement and the military.
What it means is they got a product that will save their lives if they come face to face with a point-blank situation.
Allowing officers and soldiers on the battlefield to stay in the fight. In Collier County, I'm David Bowden. Wink News Now. 80-year-old Jimmy Hagee is a fixture at the Lee County Justice Center.
It sounds to me like you need to talk to a lawyer.
He's a bailiff in one of the busiest courtrooms in the building. But long before he put on a green jacket and stepped into the courtroom, as a teen, he put on a pair of boxing gloves and stepped into the ring.
I had 3 friends, and there was a boxing gym in the basement of a theater in our town, and they found out about it, and they joined the boxing club because after they trained every night, they could go upstairs and watch a movie.
Hagee followed his friends and started to box.
All told, I had 51 fights.
Despite having more losses than wins, his fascination with the sport continued. Years later, he jumped back in the ring as a referee. He even made it to the world's most famous arena.
I remember one night I refereed in Madison Square Garden, and I came out of the dressing room and down the ramp, and I looked up as high as I could see, and as far as I could see, there were 28,000 people there. And I had to go up there and get in the ring. And talk about butterflies.
Officiating bouts with Riddick Bowe and rubbing elbows with one of boxing's great announcers.
Howard Cosell, I met him in Las Vegas. I refereed the national championships.
But Hagee's talents weren't limited to the ring. He left boxing and became an award-winning hairdresser. Yes, hairdresser. So good at it, he was soon styling the coiffes of models and starlets like Debbie Reynolds. So what's next for the man who refuses to retire? In his spare time, Hagee's now writing a book about his life called From Ring to Ringlets.
You gotta keep moving. You slow down, they'll get you.
In Lee County, I'm David Bowden. Wink News Now.
Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm David Bowden. All those stories in just a moment, but a quick check on our weekend forecast. 7's Vivian Gonzalez is here with the details. Vivian? 9 people have died in crane accidents so far this year, including 2 construction workers killed here in Miami in March. And new into the Plex this morning, fire rips through a trailer in Miami. Firefighters arriving at the scene near Northwest 36th Street and 30th Avenue. Neighbors calling fire rescue as the flames grow in size, threatening overhead power lines. And a Big Apple emergency, a crane crashing through a Manhattan building and claiming lives. It's the second crash of its kind in New York in a matter of months. 7's Robin Simmons has the story on what is fast becoming a problem in a city filled with skyscrapers.